Hi, Verbal Judo Nation. We're going to do a small video tutorial here on how to retune a call. All right. First thing we're going to need, you're going to need a new reed, new piece of cork. One thing I want to touch base on, natural cork, rubberized cork. Personal preference. Rubberized cork will hold up a little longer. I think natural cork sounds a little better. Got a screwdriver here that we're going to pull the cork down into, a pair of scissors and a razor blade. So it's pretty simple. Most people send their calls back and they'll say, man, it just don't sound right anymore. It just don't sound like the day I bought it. 99% of the time, you just need a new piece of cork. Okay? There's not much to retuning a call. We're just going to pull that old cork out. We're going to set the old reed out right here. We're going to take a piece of cork. Okay? We're going to get it wet. Okay? And we're just going to slide that down in there with no reed. Just like that. We're going to take a razor blade. And we're going to come down the side right here. And just kind of cut it flush. We're going to flip to the other side. Let the weight of the razor blade do the cutting. Just like that. So now we've got a perfectly new piece of cork. Chances are, if your call doesn't sound the way it did when you bought it, just replacing that one piece right there. That's all you need. No need to send it back to the maker. So now, got this cork sitting in my mouth. Got our old reed, got a new reed. See if you can get a close-up of that. Can you see the tips of that reed right there? Do you see a milky white color on the end of it? No, there's nothing wrong with that reed. Nothing. When you break this material down, you'll get a milky white color on the tips of it, especially around the dog ears right here. Okay? But for giggles, we're going to take them side by side, never letting go, and I'm going to get it pretty close to where it was at. All right. So now then, need to find the natural bend of the cork. Put it on the palm of your hand. I want you to push down. See how that kind of naturally bows out? When you blow a call, I want you to imagine that blowing away from that tone channel. Okay? So now that we know that, I'm going to set this reed in here. Very important. When you set that reed in there, put your thumb at the top of that reed and don't let it go. That's going to keep it in the center. I'll take that cork out. I'm going to push down as far as I can with my finger. Notice I still have not let go of the reed. Take a solid edge. Push down flush. And we ought to be pretty close to where we need to be. So without even doing anything, let's just kind of get an idea. Alright, it's a little bit hard to blow. For you guys that say it's too hard to blow, it's too easy to blow, a pair of scissors, and I mean a hair off of that reed, barely whatever the scissors will cut, make a world of difference. Some people say this call's not raspy enough. It's got too much rasp built into it. My brother is notorious for it's got too much rasp in it. That rasp a lot of times is determined by what kind of angle you put on these dog ears. You can go more up and down. You can stay 45, and sometimes just a flat across the top's raspy enough. So before we cut our dog ears, let's try this one more time, step by step. Make sure we get it exactly where we want it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and dog ear it just a little bit. And when I dog ear it, I'm going to go with a good 45 here. So let's just take a hair off there. And a hair off there. Let's try it one more time. Small increments when you're cutting a reed. Small. Whatever that scissor will take off, because you can't go back and undo it. And there you have it. That's how to retune a call. Again, keep in mind, most calls, when they don't sound that good, just need a new piece of cork. I change my cork out once a week. Whether it needs it or not, once a week. But what I get out of that, I get the same sounding call day in, day out, rain, sleet, snow, hail, sunshine, doesn't matter. My call sounds the same every time I grab it, okay? On the reeds, whatever the scissor will take off is all you want to take off. You see a lot of these pre-cut reeds that are 3.5, 3.675s, they're just shaving off a hair, probably less than what a pair of scissors can. That's your tuning tip. Migration denied.